Hello. First of all, I have no idea if I will make this video public yet, and there will be no moral of the story at all. But I think the best thing I can do is just to keep talking and stop bullshitting around, which is what I really want to do. Just want to talk. I just want to share my little personal experience with you. So I hope you will find it interesting. And so let's start. As you can read from the description, this video will be about quitting anxiety and quitting depression. And I can certainly start from my early childhood, not that early childhood, but maybe beginning of elementary school and so on. I think I was always the kind of a kid that experienced a lot of shame, a lot of kind of shyness. I didn't experience a lot of bullying actually, but when I witnessed other kids um, just disagreeing with me or um, I don't know if they didn't like something about me when they laughed on something. I was very, very ashamed. It was very traumatizing for me. By the way, sorry for my yellow mustache on this video. It will be due to this drink. So, I think, yeah, when I was a kid, I experienced pretty badly what do others think about me. I was extremely judgmental towards myself, maybe towards others as well. And this situation got much, much worse in high school. Because even though I was very, very extroverted, very, very loud, very, yeah, very this kind of a person, I was still very ashamed. And I was afraid. What do others think about me? How do I look like? How do I behave? I was constantly overthinking every movement of mine just to make sure that others will be satisfied with me, that I will not annoy them, I will not disappoint them, or something like that. And yeah, I think I started to be very obsessive with these things. I started to deeply focus on every aspect of my behavior in public, of my appearance in public. I started to extremely overthink everything that had something to do with my voice, with my appearance, with my um, whatever. Maybe people who know me and knew me at that time never say that. They say that I was just crazy and I didn't care about anything that I did. But I think the reality is this reality is what I'm describing to you, no matter how it looked like. And this obsession slowly became some kind of obsessive compulsive disorder, sorry, OCD. And it kind of morphed into overthinking everything. And maybe some kind of, yeah, some part of these obsessions had nothing to do with my fears, with my anxieties, actually. And I remember the days when I was just constantly doing these compulsions. And when I didn't even finish one compulsion, I wasn't satisfied enough um, from performing the compulsion. So I needed to make the same compulsion again and again and again and again. And it took all day long. So yeah, it took all day. So I was constantly thinking of something. I was constantly doing something with my ears, with my hair, with my eyes. And I don't know, I had a lot of these anxious rituals that I was performing, and it was really driving me crazy. There was no way out for me. And yeah, it wasn't very convenient. Hmm. But since then, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. Um, but I would dare to say that all of these anxieties, from how do I behave, how do I look like, how do I perform in public, what do others think about me, uh, slowly reside in depression. Yeah, the disclaimer is I have no idea what do I have experienced. As I said, I'm not a psychologist. I didn't have the diagnose that this is depression. So uh, take it easy. But the thing I was experiencing was simply um, the feel of total hopelessness. And I started to feel really, really bad about me. And yeah, I was thinking about suicide. I was thinking about killing myself. And yeah, it started to be uh, really, really bad because I, yeah, I started to uh, not to go into school. Yeah, I was home a lot, sleeping in my bed and just lying there and doing nothing. And sometimes I felt like I should go somewhere. I should go to the city, meet some people, etc. Because I still had some kind of little hope that somebody will love me, somebody will take care of me, and I'm still maybe worthy for some person. And when I'm saying that, it can sound like I had no support of my parents, or my parents were terrible people, which is obviously not true. I I love my parents; they are the best people I know. But that time, I was very different. They were very different, and the situation changed me and changed them. And this this depression slowly um kind of transformed into a state where I was not depressed anymore, because I decided that, yeah, I will eventually kill myself. I tried, yeah, it's like tried, because there are really, really depressed people who really tried. But let's say that when I was thinking about suicide, I was lying on a railway, and when the train got too close, I just stood up. I couldn't lie there because um, something in me didn't want to kill myself, obviously. Or maybe I was watching the cars on a street, or watching the street in general from the high building, and thinking about jumping. But yeah, these kind of things happened to me even when I was a kid. Like, it was mostly the abstract thinking, but um, during this period in high school, it got very, uh, very serious and very frequent. And yeah, It was during the Christmas holidays in 2019 when I decided that I will eventually kill myself till the end of Christmas holidays. And during this time, I stopped to be depressed. Uh, yeah, maybe there were some kind of periods into that, but I really felt peaceful. I felt that yeah, there's nothing I can do. Mm, this is the only solution I have, and yeah, I felt just normal, just good. And on the very last day of Christmas holidays, I went to the railway, and I don't really remember what did I do there, but I very deeply realized that I can't do it. I can't jump there and kill myself. I am I'm a coward. I can't do that. So I returned home and I bursted in tears. I cried like a little baby, and I said to my parents that I have no fucking idea what will I do, because I can't kill myself, and there is no other solution for this. And yeah, those were the toughest days for me, maybe in my whole life. Um, this maybe week or two after this situation where I was totally hopeless, and I knew that I can't live, I can't kill myself, and yeah, and I really didn't know what to do. But after some time, I don't really know what happened. Maybe it solved itself by itself. But I just knew that I don't want to live like this. I will just, you know, I need to survive, and yeah, I can't kill myself. So I went to school again, and I started to be interested in health. I started to kind of support the thoughts that were not telling me that I'm the most terrible person ever lived. I'm the ugliest person ever lived. I'm the stupidest person ever been born, and so on. And yeah, I started to be interested in not just mental health, but health in general. I started to meditate, and since then I never quit school or anything because uh, of depression. It was January 2020, and I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks after I uh, experienced this um, reborn, this yeah, when since I returned to school, 1 or 2 weeks after I had my first psychedelic trip, I had LSD, but I really don't have any idea if it had some benefit or not. But yeah, I started to experiment with psychedelic drugs a lot since then, and yeah, the thing is that this uh, kind of reborn, or I don't know how to call it, that I witnessed while returning back to school wasn't something that was totally binary. Like I was depressed and that I was totally okay. Not at all. Um, I would say that I still had many anxieties. I still had many fears. And yeah, it's been 4 years, more than 4 years after that, and I had a few depressive episodes since then. One of them was pretty severe. They called the police on me because they thought that I'm actually going to kill myself. Hmm. But yeah, so there is really no way out of this, and my only advice is if you have a depression or if you have feelings that were similar to mine, my only advice is you should better try to survive because there's really not a thing that you can do. There's you can't do a lot of things about it, and if you just try to survive, it will it will be good for you. And I think one very tricky thing about depression, and I think that that would be the last thing that I want to say, is that it feels like that it was the truth of being, like some ultimate reality. And when you, yeah, when you have depression or when you have really like low mood, um, you think about something horrible, like you are a horrible person, and then you start moving, and the thoughts start to dependently arise. You think about you're a terrible person, so the very next thought you will have is that is something terrible that you have done somewhere in the past, and then again you will think about another person that told you something terrible, and so you are just moving and moving and moving and supporting the view that you have, which is pretty depressing view. And but on the background of this, it feels like this is the truth, that things really doesn't make sense. The things really don't make sense. Sorry, that you were just naive. Wherever you were happy, wherever you were euphoric, wherever you were satisfied with yourself, you were just naive. Um, you were fooled by all these illusions of life, and this very state that you feel, which is depression, the absence of uh, sense, the absence of enjoyment, total anhedonia and everything. This is like the truth of reality that you are just experiencing. And yeah, I think euphoria is, um, I would dare to say, different from that. Because, yeah, when you are euphoric, you start, oh, I'm a super godlike person, and I don't know, I programmed this and that, I earned a lot of money, and this is amazing, yeah. And then other thought will came, and it will say that, oh, you did this pretty well as well, and you will start, yeah, the dependent arising will start going on, and you will get into this kind of euphoric psychosis. But for me, there is, yeah, I experienced euphoria as well, or this state of mind as well, which is kind of opposite of depression. But I didn't have this feel from it that, oh, this euphoria, this is the truth. You are the supreme being, and when you were depressed, it was totally like you were out of your mind, and this is cool. I think not really. Um, and what is the moral? I said there will be no moral, but I have to conclude something. So I think my conclusion will be that I don't like this. I don't like this thought, whether it is euphoric or depressive. I don't like to support it. I think both of these states of mind are very illusory because they are throwing you thoughts. They are training you on thoughts, and they are just throwing these thoughts out of nowhere. And they are throwing these thoughts because it is the easiest association for the state of mind that you're already in. And I don't know, it's kind of unstable, psychotic. I don't like it. And that's why I don't like caffeine. That's why I quit tea, because, you have this kind of thinking. And it has no use for my body anymore. And I rather just am in the normal state, when there are no excessive thoughts. And yeah, when you are often in this kind of state, uh, you don't experience any kind of sense, any kind of meaning in things. And that can be similar to depression. That's why you have this feeling that nothing makes sense, and this is the ultimate truth when you are depressed. But I think this is the biggest difference, that when you experience the no meaning and no sense in the natural state, when you simply don't do bullshit, there are not thoughts that are dependently arising. There is simply nothing. Whether you are just really sitting or doing some job, or maybe working on something, recording this video, or whatever bullshit you are doing. But during depression, there are a lot of thoughts, a lot of supporters, and I think that's the biggest difference. So, I'm sorry for this. But to put an end to it, I would just simply conclude that if you are depressed, it's good to recognize it. Just, yeah, don't believe that this is the truth. Nothing is true, even the natural state or whatever you want to call it. Just do your job, do your shit, and try to survive. Don't support any thoughts that are being thrown to you, which just want to support the worldview that you already have. And that's it. Please don't be depressed. Don't be euphoric. Be just yourself. Maybe be depressed, be euphoric. I don't know. Do your job, and goodbye.